let's get into it and have a good time. Alright, so this is all locked. Mid-boss, giant skeleton, top boss, king of the goats. Let's head to the abandoned cemetery. I might have to go control keyboard for this game. Alright, so we have 3 heroes that we can unlock. We don't have enough top caps to unlock them. We do have Bear, extra damage during the day. Bio, the results of a genetic breeding and experimental bioengineering. Bear escapes his master. Dyslexic people and like all caps can really get messed up. Masters and hid through most of his childhood. A true living weapon. His fists gain explosive power during the day. Cool beans. We're still not getting controller input. Alright guys, I'm gonna switch over to keyboard and mouse. Not my ideal control. But I can do it. Tactical vest. Oh, is this like equipment? It is equipment. Let's get going. Look at us, Ma. Oh no. Level up. Get item. Okay. These coins need repurposing. Here, this might help. Bombs? Helmet, level 0. Periodically gain shield that absorbs 1 hit. Interesting. What's the other item? Bomb, C4. Enemies explode on death. Ooh, is this like a roguelike where these things are... Leave behind a bomb when dodging. I usually like to go for defense. Let's try the C4. We're going for the C4, dang it. Radius 3. Oh, we can increase. Oh, this is like a roguelike. Or a top-down shoot 'em up. But we're not top-down. We're side-scrolling. This is interesting. I am peaked. I wish the controller worked, but I am definitely interested. Large missiles decimating enemies. Radius 3 on that explosive, and then helmet. I think we're going helmet. It's nighttime. My fists are not as strong during the night. Bear's got what it's at. Alright, what do you got? Hit nearby enemies with moonbeam periodically. Fires a bouncing projectile that gains speed. Interesting. Large missiles decimate enemies. I don't want a new pack. Yeah, let's do moonbeam. Mama always said moonbeam works best. Why is there buildings behind us? It's daytime now. We are the best. Ooh, mid-boss. We're also going feral. There's so much going on in the screen. Let's get that radius. Emit power shock when damaged. Let's get that radius. Bomb radius. Okay, so the other build button is our, like, dodge roll. Here we go. Oh, this is so cool. This is such an interesting game. Enemies leave behind a spinning scythe of death. A shadow copies your ground attacks. I like. Attack leaves damage over time burn. Let's try this scythe. Why is that there? Hit you. I got it. The moonbeam, get wrecked. Get wrecked. So it says one player. Is this a multiplayer game? Oh, is that a big guy or a boss? Oh, it's just a big guy. They brought in the big guys. Oh my gosh, there's so much going down. Cool down, leave behind bombs, fire projectiles. We need more projectiles. I don't even think I want to jump anymore. Oh, it's so good. This chaos. This game's so chaotic. We are gaining health. I don't know how we're gaining health. Is it from what we're picking up? A shadow copies you. Leave behind bombs. Ooh. I think cooldown might be a good idea. Increase the cooldown. Get more moonbeams and whatnots. No. That was a lot. That was a lot. Holy cow, that was a lot. There was a lot going on. Okay, and then we're leveling up. So we get our total score. There's leveling up and all that kind of stuff, huh? Here's our stats. Oh wow, this has a lot to it. This has a lot going to it. Oops. We saw. Alright. Finish. Controls. Okay, so the only thing I'm having trouble with is the control. I don't think they're bad or a challenge, like overly difficult, but what is kind of holding me back here is I think I need the controller control. Let's try some stuff. I'm trying to re-enable my my controller. Let's try this. No? Sorry. I turned it off. I turned it off. It wasn't the game that turned off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Woo! Awesome. Okay. So I'm to fix it on the way I just fixed it was forcing the Steam controls to take over the game instead of using Skeleton Puncher's control scheme. All right, let's go for it. I feel this feels a lot more comfortable for me. All right, we don't have any equipment. Now the equipment seems really cool. We need 250 pop caps to unlock. We only have 58. So let's get going. Let's get cooking. Oh, there we go. That's much better control. I personally am a controller person. For health reasons, as you guys know, I prefer using a controller, but my skill set is in using controllers. So not being able to have that accuracy or familiarity is difficult for me. Okay, let's do the missiles. So much better. Level up. All right. A shadow copy attack to create fireball projectiles. Interesting. So it doesn't seem like it's permanent or it's like all going. We got the fever. The fever for more cowbell. All right, what do we got? I really like this game. There's so much to it. I almost want to do, I really want to do I want to do a short on this one. I think I'm gonna do a review. I don't do a review for a lot of our indie game collective stuff and our IGC showcase things, but then there's some that just are so special that I want to do a review of. This is definitely a game that I feel like I want to do a review for. That doesn't mean I dislike any of the other ones we played. It just means that there's something really special here that I personally am vibing on. Oh, there's our dodge. Yeah, baby! Now, the reason I like the controller for playing Skeleton Punchers is the jump a lot more accessible during our gameplay. Cannon increase. Enemies sometimes drop healing mushrooms. Here we go, kids. I need those mushrooms. Give me the mushrooms. All right, we're not gonna fight the big skeleton guy until it's daytime. I feel like daytime, because we get our boost on daytime, would probably be our better bet here. I just love it. It's just a big old slot machine shows up. It's so stupid and fun. It's so good. Okay, are we getting back to daytime soon? There we go. Oh. What do we got? I want more healing. Attacks leave damage. I guess more missiles. Okay, more missiles are good. So we're kind of getting wrecked here, and I'm almost wondering if a big component of this game is global level ups, and we see that a lot in roguelites. So when we play our roguelites and whatnot, one of the important things for some of them, and we even see it with bullet hell games too, is the global level ups, and that is it's just a mushroom for Mario. And global level ups, what I'm talking about is when we're outside of combat and we're outside of a run, we're able to level up as a player by adding maybe more health pools, maybe better cooldowns, and things like that. And I'm wondering if that is an important aspect to this game too. Let's increase our shadow. I need that mushroom. Skeleton King, for you. So much better now with the controls. Controller is where it's at. We get the better handle on our dodge and a better handle on our jump. The skeleton punchers indeed. This is becoming quickly one of my favorite games right now. It's insane gameplay. And we're down. So I'm really believing that because we have a global experience points that we're going to be able to increase certain aspects. So we'll be able to play better and have better survivability as we get through it a little bit more. Let's go again. You played it when it first came out? I'm not sure. When did this game come out? I can see there is a little bit like wonkiness, and is definitely a taste of. There's definitely a particular taste to this game that you have to really enjoy. But I'm feeling it. This is the amount of chaos I like in my shooters. In my bullet hell games. I think as somebody who plays a ton of roguelites, we play so many roguelites. Like, our channel should just be all roguelites at this rate. I'm really appreciating the uniqueness of the mechanics. It's definitely a way different way different path than I expected them to take. Emit a powerful shock when damaged. I don't want to be damaged. Let's grab helmet. We be a helmet. I do want to get a character. So our goal right now for tonight is to unlock one of the other characters. Let's see what kind of character experiences we could get from it. Attack creates creates a fireball projectile. Let's get the taser. Let's see what kind of options we get. And we should be getting enough pop caps right now to unlock some stuff. So we'll be able to see what those global updates or upgrades will do for us in the long run. Helmet, let's get those cooldowns down. I'm approaching this like all our other roguelites. We're taking an offensive role. So less about damage, more about keeping ourselves alive. With the chaoticness of this game, surviving is probably going to be key to keeping ourselves protected and gaining health. I'm not sure what the buildings represent though. They disappeared. Okay, what do we get? We get missiles, mushroom, and fire. I think we're going mushrooms. Again, we're going offensive. Or, sorry, we're going defensive instead of offense. We want to keep alive. It's okay if we have to punch a little. There we go. Let's get these skeletons kind of... Ah, mushroom! want to get these skeletons kind of lined up in a particular way. Oh, this is a... This is a choice. Scythes are a nice way to get damage going. Mushrooms does keep us alive. You went offensive and mushrooms. I mean, that's going offensive. If the playthrough is, if you're going for like quick and killing things really quickly, it's definitely the path that you could take if you're, especially if you don't want to like have to drag out the battle. I'm more, my playthrough style or my play style in roguelites and bullet hell games is I like to drag out the battle a little bit longer. I could dodge a lot. I will spam the dodge buttons. So I'm always about defense. Anything that keeps my life healthy, I'm pretty good at. And I will peck at the enemy and get them to die as much as I can later on. But these scythes could actually help us in the long run. They'll act as our damage tool. We're gonna start experimenting here. I have a feeling a nice way to handle the groups is probably dodging the heck out of everything. Dodging is unlimited, it seems. So we could clear the entire floor just dodging out of the way. And what we're doing with that is we're controlling the horde. So as they're coming along over here to come and get us, we could drag them from one end of the screen to the next. And during that time, we could work on the numbers. We could start like breaking in and getting little hits in there on the boss. And we could start dragging it apart. But by controlling how the horde is moving, and this is true for when we play any bullet hell, controlling the flow of the enemies is absolutely key. Oh no! Though I do want to get in on that boss a little bit. I want this thing dead. So let's go for this big guy. Oh, two big guys. I'm assuming this is like an elite copper thing. Alright. Retreat. I'm looking for mushrooms. I'm looking to remove this elite character. We have goals in hand. Get that combo down. Get our pop caps and let's move them over here now. So we're going to drag. We're doing a lot of dragging. Yeah, they only spawn from kills. So we're going to be kind of controlling that in when we kill things. We're not going to be reliant on mushrooms as much because we're going to try to control the flow with our dodges. Oh, I messed up. That was a bad move. So what we're doing is really just kind of controlling who we're facing at the time and what kind of enemy saturation we're going to want to deal with. Now we move over here. This is typical roguelike stuff. C4 could be really cute. Let's go missiles. C4 does require them to die. Missiles is more random. Ninjas! Okay, I wasn't expecting ninjas. Oh wait, they're not ninjas. Oh, they're soldiers. Soldiers of fortune. Holy cow. And the leet's back. That's cool. Skeleton King is gone. Let's get our mushrooms. Mushrooms? Yeah. We are gonna die in a minute. That's fine. I think we gathered enough pop caps we could get a pretty good upgrade next. But we're gonna try to drag this out. The sights, and let's go with the missiles. I'm thinking next run we'll probably go with the fire. I think fire will be more beneficial for us in the longer combats. Wait, are the soldiers helping us? Are they just attacking indiscriminately? Alright, let's get the helmet. This will make more missiles. Oh my gosh, I want it! Yeah, buddy! Mushrooms could be good. Another one that we might consider is taking the moonbeam, or the beam. This is another one of those timed attacks where if we're rolling around keeping ourselves alive, rolling around and keeping ourselves alive, it's gonna help us do damage while we're rolling, like our missiles doing. Missiles doing work. Here we go. Let's roll them over here. Come and get me, boys! Bring me your skeleton king, or I will destroy him! Oh. I really like the night effect. The night and day effect is a pretty cool idea. It could definitely throw off your mojo. But I really like it. Again, I think there's a lot of cool different takes on a genre that we do a lot of. And we're going to die. We're okay. We're okay. We are healing. We're going to target that one elite. The hoppy elites are a lot for us. Where do the eyeballs come from? What do the eyeballs do? I think I need to understand this better. I'm not sure when the mushrooms are spawning. I've witnessed us getting mushrooms during the daytime, but it could have just been timing wise. And I'm not sure about the shields. I feel like we get the shields all the time. But if we look up at this UI, oh, you don't get to see my mouse. So if we look up at the UI and we look at the top bar, looking at that, it shows the helmet, the C4, and the missiles on orange, and then the scythes and the mushrooms on blue. So I think you're right. I think mushroom scythes are going to be during the night. Shield with the helmet and stuff is in blue. Okay, this is making a ton of sense. So when the card is blue, it's for nighttime. These are for daytime attacks. Interesting. Okay, that is good information to have, actually. So now we're looking for mushrooms and scythes as our attack. That is a ton of knowledge. So this is going to change a lot of our strategy going forward. And this kind of prevents us from going deep into a daytime build versus a nighttime build. because you don't want to be left defenseless during night or day. But it also helps us understand what we have on deck. So right now we have our shields on deck. Shield, C4, and missiles. I wish the UI for the clock was a little more to understand, a little easier to understand, or somewhere where I could see it better. It being that little ticky tick on the middle there can be kind of weird to notice. All right, let's get fire. So fire triggers at nighttime. Yeah, I think you're right. Day and nighttime swap every 30 seconds. I'm just really bad at figuring out time naturally. I do like to have my timers and stuff in my field of play, so I could see it while I'm playing, especially with something so important as knowing when you're gonna lose the ability. Looking up, anytime I have to look up and not looking at where my character is, it does put me at a disadvantage. What do we got? All right, we don't need shadow. I guess C4. C4 will chain with the missiles. Missiles kill somebody, then they're gonna chain off the C4. We got so many pop caps, moonbeams, mushrooms, and scythes. I guess we go mushrooms. All right, we're going into nighttime in a second here. Get our mushrooms and our goods. Oh no, difficulties at boiling. We're at level 15 though. I'm not sure how many levels are there for a fight. Is it just endless? Well, I'll go the distance, man. All right, we're in daytime. Oh, there is an end. Let's get our mushrooms. Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna pause it here. Need to pause it here because I need to go on my second break. I'm gonna go on break before Twitch does it for me in 15 seconds. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I actually gotta get some stuff. So, be back 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And when we get back, we'll continue with Skeleton Punchers. All right. Let's give it about 45 seconds. Just want to make sure all the ads are done. Oh man, I'd be really, really interested in seeing how this game would play with a widescreen aspect ratio instead of the square aspect ratio we have. Like, I can see the reasoning behind the aspect ratio they took, right? So this does keep the combat very tight and forces a very very snug battle, right? But I don't think it would be out of the question to have a wider aspect ratio, because it's just giving you a tad bit more information to the left and the right of you if you just zero in the camera a little bit more on your player. And I think they could get away with a wider screen, or if they're just going for the vintage style 4x3 or 3x4, I can't remember what the dimensions on that was, but they're going for like the old school television aspect. I've said this on about many games that we've played that try to capture the retro feel, and they go with the old school aspect ratio as a part of aesthetic or trying to recapture that retro feel. And I grew up during those times. if I go back in time and tell young me, hey, there's going to be some really cool games. There's going to be a retro revolution in the future when you're playing games. And young me would be like, oh, that's so badass. That's going to be cool. Modern takes on old style games. Can't wait to see it. And then I have to lay it on, but it's still going to be, it's still going to be box screen, even though we have widescreen TVs. And young me will be like, what the F? Like, we can't have the widescreen still. I'm always on team widescreen. And I still feel like I have the understanding of why this is the decision. But I feel like it didn't need to be. All right, let's go. Let's get cooked. Let's get cooking. What we got? We got moonbeams. We got mushrooms, which is just increasing our spawn chance, which is beautiful. I think we go beams. Beams will act as our essentially like how missiles are acting for us now. So let's go beams. They're gonna be a little weaker at nighttime, but that's totally cool. Let's drag these forces of evil. And now, try to find some mushrooms. Those moonbeams are gonna do some help. Get it, moonbeams. Get it, missiles. We're Fever City now, baby. We're low on health, but we're Fever City. Oh, do I want this? Do I want this? Do I want missiles or moonbeams? I feel like moonbeams. Oh no, hey Lloyd, how are you doing? Yeah, Twitch, why? What the, Twitch is doing a lot of stuff. I'm agreeing with you on here. Oh, right on. Another late night of business. How you doing? I hope you're able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your night as you settle in to a weekend. I know I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm hoping for a good weekend. I'm hoping to get to paint miniatures this weekend. I haven't been able to paint for a bit now. Mushy mushrooms! Let's get that health back up. I do like the mushrooms do stay on the table. Okay, all right, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's going well. I want my cooldown for those moonbeams. So I'm guessing that, or I'm assuming that we don't get a prize from the slot machine until it actually lands. Fires a bouncing projectile that gains speed. Sure. I'll take a magic wand. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to dash, jump, dash, jump, attack. Get cooked. So I'm looking at the menu again, or the UI again, and one thing I'm noticing is our items are filling up a board, right? And it looks like, I might be wrong here, but it looks like there's a big slot at the end that maybe we get a fill with something. I'm not sure here. Maybe we get like extra power up or something like that. Oh gosh, we're being so gross here. We have so much power. Oh yeah, so item stack. This is like any. This has the roguelike and bullet hell rules. So every item that we purchase is going to stack on top of each other. They're just increasing how good they are. Let's get the shadow. So item stack, they get better every time, and oh my gosh, it's like a rave. And our goal is just to make the best build ever, which I think we're doing. It does have like that Risk of Rain feel, does it? I mean, the difficulty system is definitely Risk of Rain-esque. The difficulty is always ticking up, and right now we're on Scorching, so it definitely has that Risk of Rain feel. Maybe we go extra wands. It's just pure chaos right now. Oh man, we gotta play Risk of Rain. I used to love that game a lot. Level up. Let's go with helmet cooldown. All right, we're in day cycle now. So we got our day weapons. Scorching Pringles? Oh man, I love Pringles. My kids have really gotten into like trying to figure out what chips they like, and right now they're on the grand let's try all the different Pringle flavors. So it's totally been a Pringle time at the house. Risk of Rain 2? I've seen it. I don't know. Wait, what? Nightcap. Fusion. Nearby enemies feed the cap, restoring your health. Interesting. Scorching Pringles are no bueno. They're spicy and come out. Oh man. Barbecue and pizza are the best. Pizza, oh my gosh. Pizza's so good. We don't have the pizza ones yet, and now that's all I'm gonna think about. Pizza is so good. Sometimes we get bougie crackers, and there's this like cracker company that makes a really good pizza cracker. But oh, Pringle pizza is so good. Let's get the can. So we're just draining health from everything. This almost has like an auto clicker, like a clicker, or what is it called? Is it called an auto clicker game? Where you click on things to make it happen repeatedly? It almost feels like that. Oh man, my partner and I, so we moved out, and we moved out into our first apartment, and it was like maybe a 5-minute walk to the grocery store, to like a nearest Ralph's, and it could have been 3 in the morning, and we'd be binge watching Netflix, and we would go to the market to get we would just get chips, red vines, all kinds of junk at 3 in the morning, go back home, watch our shows until 5 in the morning. Oh gosh, I miss those days. As somebody who has gained so much weight over time, I don't know about being totally happy, but there's most of the time I'm pretty happy. the like there was quite a few 24-hour markets. I think so. I don't think Ralph's was open 24 hours. Ooh, bomb comes out when you dodge. So I think Ralph's is one of the markets that we have where I am, and I believe they stayed open until 3 or 4 in the morning. They were open late because every time we would go, they would still be open. I like 24-hour markets too. There's not many around, but when you find one, they're pretty nice. Especially when you're like a night owl like I am. Then you could, not only are you getting groceries and food and stuff and snacks, but you're also people watching. And people watching at 4 in the morning is a really interesting experience. Wait. Level 0 pop caps. Oh, they're not buildings, they're pop caps? There's still nothing on that machine. We're rolling cold on it. Okay, so this game is starting to feel a lot like a auto clicker. So as you get to a point of power, it's auto clicker down. We're just pressing buttons. Things are happening. Missiles. Did I get a permanent regain? Yes, pretty much. So we leveled up the helmet maxed out, and we leveled up the mushroom maxed out, and now we're just unstoppable. The cap is overpowered. The cap is so overpowered. I think we need more pop caps, baby. Bring them in. Oh, we're just rolling. Look at these mushrooms, they're just flying. This is my kind of build. Oh, the dual power thing has brought us an absurd amount of power. I mean, C4, let's go. Oh man, so yeah, I have it downloaded because it's a part of the Xbox play service, and I have that. So I downloaded Total War 3. I opened it up and I tried to play it. We're at atomic difficulty now, but you know what? It feels like beginner. It feels so. I opened it up, and I just haven't quite figured out how to start it really. I think it's just because I'm not familiar with the Total War games. Total War games was more my my youngest siblings' territory. Like I got to the part where you could build your army. Because I think I was just trying to do a auto campaign or a small like skirmish. And then my kids needed lunch and I had to go get them lunch. Let's do more bombs. So far it looks cool. It looks very Warcrafty. I just haven't been able to play it. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, 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 no. So I played on PC, but Xbox or Microsoft has a service, a game service, where you pay like $10 a month and you get access to their live games or their play games. And it's just a whole bunch of PC games. You could download them, play them as much as you want, and you just pay the fee. And when you're done, you could stop paying the subscription, and they still live on your computer, or you could delete them. But it's pretty sweet. But no, I don't have an Xbox. I don't have any of the new consoles right now. I've been thinking of, like, do I want to get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox soon? I kind of want a PlayStation because I want to play some of those exclusives. But a game like Total War is definitely a game I'd probably play with a controller. I mean, not a controller. I'm sorry. A keyboard and mouse. We don't need new consoles. No, I mean, we don't. My kids want new consoles. I don't need one. My PC's been doing pretty good. Oh, Diablo. Tears of the Kingdom. I'm trying to think of what one that is. Diablo is... I like Diablo. I played a lot of Diablo 3. I think Diablo 3 is on PC though. Or I think Diablo 4 is on PC. So I probably wouldn't need a console. As long as I could play it on my my PS5 controller, I'm good. Oh, Tears of Kingdom is the new Zelda game. So I have a Nintendo Switch. It's more like my kids play on the Nintendo Switch. My youngest plays a lot of Mario and stuff in Mario Maker. But I have a Nintendo Switch, but I never got into the Zelda games. Diablo 4 looks good. I mean, I believe it. I might need to check it out. I love Diablo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of supporting Blizzard either. I've lost favors of them for a long time. There was a while where I was supporting them mostly because I knew people that were working there, and when I worked as an ice carver, we worked with Blizzard, but that was a long time ago. That was like 2006. So back when Blizzard was actually still a really decent company. But I agree. I'm not big on supporting them right now. What the F? What is this? What is this nonsense? Okay, I don't even care about the boss fight. We're just punching. We're just infinitely unstoppable. Do we even need these abilities? I'm gonna get the free pop caps. Actually, I think we need this. The boss looks good with glasses. Oh yeah, we're doing boss fight. Let's go. Death, king of the ghosts. We're on Hellfire difficulty right now. The boss does look good with glasses. I agree. I concur. You always want your boss with glasses. Sunglasses are key to their power. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on! Okay. Let's go missiles. Where are you going, missiles? Missiles is key. All right, we're past halfway. Let's go. Okay, so I don't think there's a damage aura, like an aura effect items, but there are items that I would call them aura items. The bombs that we have, every time we dodge, it throws a bomb out. I would kind of call that an aura weapon because of how I play. I'm constantly dodging, so we're always throwing bombs out now. So we could call that an aura attack, but it's not technically an aura attack, if you feel me. I don't know. We should ask Zero. Zero, what do you think of this game? Oh, shoot. We're still playing. Bring it, baby. Level 1. Level 2. Oh, so close. 900. We got ourselves to the experience 969. Nice. We unlocked orb and unlocked drone. Apparently there's a story to this. Let's go. Let's check out this new area. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna check out the new area, see what that looks like, and then I think we'll be switching over to our last game for the night after that, and then after that, saying our goodnight. Skeletons punched 1,102. I'm not going to get into the weeds for the stats. I'm kind of looking to see if we have anything that we could unlock here. All right, we have unlocked song. We got to do it right. We got to do it right.
Crossbred daughter of the moon and a heartbeat. She'll live the lonely life. Unable to stop her monstrous talons from growing out in the night, her monster blood becomes active under the moon.
All right, so we have a moon hungry and fighter. Extra damage during the night. Let's go. Tactical vest, increase max health by by 50. Increase basic attack speed, increase attack damage, grants a 10% crit chance, and then increase movement speed. So, we haven't really unlocked any equipment. we were raw dogging at basics. Let's go here. Let's get this. Equip that vest. Increase basic attack speed. That tasty. And we don't have enough for anything else, so we're gonna go with those. Let's go. At least see a new character. So we have a powerful kit. We're not gonna do a bunch of dodging right now. We're gonna try to figure out what we want to do. Automatically moves and attacks. Ooh. Helmet seems good. Again, we go for defensive. Okay, the jump is a little not my thing, but I think we'll figure it out. What we got, kids? Let's go drone. These are all daytime. We are more powerful at night, so that is something we need to keep in mind. I'm okay with strengthening our night or daytime persona right now. It might just keep us alive. Get cooked. Is the map bigger? It seems to be about the same. It could be like just slightly bigger. Oh my gosh, I love the drone. Moonbeams. Okay, our goal here is to get the mushroom hat combo and bring it downtown. Yes, more powerful at night. Much like the Batman. We do channel the Dark Knight at nighttime. And some kind of RoboCop enemy. We're good. We're good. It doesn't look like we have a mushroom yet. I want the mushroom right now. But building our base is pretty okay right now. We can do it. Get them pop caps. Alright, we're getting pounded. Mushrooms? No? Okay. I'm curious though, again, what does that do? Oh my gosh, these enemies are way harder. So the slot machine pops up, we hit it. Are we getting anything from the slot machine? Or do we have to roll a 3-match? That is the question of the day. Mushrooms! Oh man. Drone is kicking it right now. Unfortunately, drone is only during the day. We do have to get 3 from the slot machine. I had a feeling. I was hoping for something special. But it makes sense if we don't get anything. That's okay. Let's do the sipes. Holy moly. Alright, we're being a little more aggressive than I typically like to be. And I'm mostly doing that because I'm just trying to get a feel for her attacks. Seeing what she does in combat is just a nice way to get a feel for later on. If we know how she attacks and how it plays, then we know when it's safe to make our attacks later on. It just gives us a way more information. We're still going to go back to our dodge and attack later as things get a little more heated. Now she has a very, very odd jump attack. So we jump in the air, we do kind of like a spin kick, which does like a radius damage, it seems. But the problem is she does pause when hitting the ground. So do keep that in mind when you're playing it. There's like the slightest little pause. Which we can account for. Hey, drone. Get cooked. Alright, those football players do something weird. I think they grab us because I noticed we kind of stopped our momentum during some of their attacks. The screen gets very chaotic. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on sometimes. Let's grab those bombs. So far, the game is pretty much what's on the tin. It's promising punching skeletons. It's giving you punching skeletons. For the most part, It's a fairly nice game. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot to like. There are some quirks and weirdnesses that I think with experience and continuous like learning and playing, you're going to kind of feel them out. You're going to learn how to navigate a little bit. I'm not in love with some of the UI decisions because it keeps your eye going up. I would rather have seen the UI probably down below, where it's gentler to scope out what's going on. And I would have liked to seen a wider screen, but for the most part, it's a really cool little game. At times, it feels kind of like an auto clicker. I don't feel like it's a deep strategic bullet hell style game, but it does have a lot to like here. Orbits the body. Okay, so there's our area effect, or our area style weapon. So we have a little orb that spins around us doing damage, which means we can just kind of roll. Now, whenever we play a roguelike, one of the things I like, not even a roguelike, whenever we play like any of these type of games, roguelite, I want more mushrooms, roguelites, and bullet hell games, one thing I like to talk about is difficulty curve. Now, I would say the difficulty curve on this game is surprisingly gentle. I'm not using a ton of crazy skill or complicated maneuvering to survive. It's mostly just picking the right things and continuously moving and dodging and pressing buttons. As long as you're doing that, you're going to have a good time living. So for the most part, I feel like as an entry-level game, it's accessible. Definitely accessible. Now, for people with probably a higher level of skill, that just are really good at roguelites or at bullet hell games, I could see this having some tedious elements, but for the most part, I think it's still a fun game. The entry to ride is low, and the fun you're getting out of it is pretty much there. So I'm having a good time, and that's really what matters, is if you're having a good time or not. Let's go cannon. We want the mushroom hat again. Give me mushroom hat or give me death. Honestly, at this rate, I don't even think a mushroom hat is the most important thing to get. So whatever we level up, if we level up 2 things to level 9 or 8, they're gonna combine, as far as I could tell. So we could kind of work towards what we want to combine. It does make it a little trickier. Let's go orbs. Come on, big money. Double side. All right, let's pull. Let's start doing crowd control. Things are getting a little messy. Mushroom party. Okay, so we're gonna go into crowd control mode now, which means just moving across the board. We're gonna start dragging the enemies from one place to the other, use our area effect weapons, and hope for the best here. As they're crawling across the screen, they're gonna get damaged over time, and that is when we're gonna come in and sweep up some mushrooms and corn. Oh heck! What are we doing? What are we doing even? So once you get into the rhythm of this game, it really feels like a auto clicker. We're just kind of dodging to the end. Okay, what are we grabbing? Let's go Moonbeam. I have my sight set on the mushroom hat again. So we don't want to level up things too fast. Oh geez. Just so much. It's just so much. The burn is doing a lot of work. Alright, let's collect our mushrooms and stuff. Helmet. Okay, we got helmet at 5, mushroom at 3. We should be golden. Can't we do it? Oh, nothing. Bad luck, bad luck. Cold machine. What is throwing us? I don't think it's us. So one of the enemies is like tossing us around. Oh, it's okay. It's the big guy. He just doesn't have to be touching you to do it. No mushroom. Let's go fire. Fire's gonna be nice and powerful with our other stuff. Helmet. Do we want the mushroom hat? I feel like we're doing pretty good at keeping our health nice and high without it right now. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Let's get the safety, baby. All right, helmet at 100%. So whenever we get, whatever night item we get that gets to 100%, it'll combine with the helmet. You have a great sleep, Lloyd. I know you've been working really hard. You have a good night's sleep and a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. It's been kind of warming up lately. Almost pool time. Which sucks, because then that means backyard gets eaten up by pool soon. Fire! Missile! Bombs! Nothing. I'm really bad with slot machines. Okay, so the little guys can throw us too. Good to know. Enjoy your lurk, Lloyd. Enjoy your lurk. Lurk away. Alright, this is where we're gonna start picking up some of our control again. Let's go once. We got a fever. And the only cure to that fever is more cowbell. Alright, we're at level 28. We're still cooking. We got a mushy room. We're at level 4 on our mushrooms. 4 more mushrooms to go. Unfortunately, our scythe and moonbeams might end up melding. If that happens, it's not like a huge deal, but it'll kind of be a bummer. Mostly because I want the mushroom hat combo. New at Wendy's. All right, we're gonna go in with a little aggression. Speed some stuff up here. Mushroom to level 5. Nighttime is just gonna be the right time when it comes to attacking. Nighttime is the right time for kicking people in the face. What are those? Are they some kind of demons with whips? There's so many variations of enemies, I'm not even able to like keep track of them. Give us something good. Okay. Not sure what that gives us, but it's something. Alright, we're gonna cook. We're gonna get cooking here. Level up. Give us some of the mushrooms. No? I was hoping for the best. We'll be leveling up again in a minute here. Oh, we're so low on health. Oh, we're dead. Little death dealer, a chief must taste their own food. Well, not to worry, the judge owes me up. Alright, there's one more thing I want to do before we switch up games tonight. Equipment unlocked. Delicious pancake. Character unlocked. CG Dog. I want to see what this means. But first I want to see if what did we unlock? Oh! So there's more than these 3 characters. That is interesting. Well, there's a lot to this. Okay, so far I think Bear is probably the one I would be playing the most. I want to, before we leave though, I want to try Dodgeball. I want to see what this is about. Oh, this is a cute little game. Oh, okay. Give me some of that delicious pancakes. Well, that's cute. That's just a nice little thing to be added. I wouldn't say that's like, this is the greatest reason to, like, I won't be playing this a lot, but it's definitely neat that they added it. Really, like, this is kind of a cool way to learn your dodging skills for any bullet hell game. This is a really cool way to practice. Really cool way to practice. Though I'm noticing like the hit zones are kind of weird. All right, guys, that was Skeleton Punchers. let me give you my thoughts on Skeleton Punchers, and then we'll move on to our last game after our last break. So, Skeleton Punchers, it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun game. Visually, musically, sound effects, visual effects, things like that. I think it's a really nice game. There's things that I've already talked about that kind of weak points to me. UI placement and the aspect ratio are elements that I wouldn't say are deal breakers, but they are things that I kind of need to start adapting better to better enjoy the game. I think the most difficult component is going to be the UI, in that where it's placed, it's hard to see what's going on and what kind of powers are happening and where I am time wise, without taking my eyes off of what's going on the screen to keep myself alive. And it's a struggle when it comes to roguelites and bullet hells, that balancing where that UI is, because it's going to require me to look away and put myself into a moment of danger, and I don't want to do that often, but I still need that information. They are a pain sometimes. The aspect ratio, it's fine. Like, it's fine. I prefer widescreen games, mostly because I grew up with this aspect ratio forced upon me. And ever since I was able to play games on widescreen, I don't like to go back, but it's actually quite fine. You get used to it. It doesn't really take away from the gameplay, but it is something that I'm always slightly bothered by. Outside of that, it's a fun little game. It is a little... It has a nice, easy learning curve. I think getting into the game is really easy to do, and becoming efficient at it is pretty easy to do. So it has a very low learning curve. It does feel kind of button clicker style gameplay at times, and what I mean about that is if you're playing at all cylinders, if you're building your build just right, and you're getting the right items, and you get that hat mushroom, and you're dodging a lot, and you're spamming those buttons, and you're building your assault system just correctly, you could dodge from one end, and you saw us doing it through our first win. You could dodge from one end of the room to the next and dominate everything, keep yourself alive, and it starts feeling more like a button clicker than actually having control over combat. And for some people, that's really fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy that kind of gameplay. It's a nice little sit back in the couch and just jam on a game for a few minutes or so. But for others who might be looking for maybe a more challenging, high skill level, ultimate bullet hell, you're probably gonna find the button clicking style gameplay in Skeleton Punchers a little bit of a put off. So do keep that in mind. There is the link to the game in the chat. Also, remember, this game was brought to you by the developers of Skeleton Punchers, and also the Indie Game Collective, who has so kindly provided us with this game key to show you guys how Skeleton Punchers is all about, and to get it out there to you guys and support this